among you, or mention the name of their gods,
thank you very much.
or make anyone swear to them or serve them or bow down to them.
Properly has a bit of a
We don't
history
associate
to it.
with anyone who's doing
I'll give
anything
you
like that.
just a little bit of a background to it.
Their seances or
In
mediumships.
the late 1980s,
Jeremiah 5:7. Why should I pardon you? Your sons have forsaken me, sworn by those who are not gods. When I fed them to the full, they committed adultery and trooped to the harlot's house.
Our one true God and Creator was.
Why should I pardon you?
Always
Your
referenced in
sons have
Scripture.
forsaken me and sworn by
I
those
spent
who
a fair
are
bit of
not
time
gods.
before even
It is
baptism.
swearing by false gods or by
studying the
features of the
Septuagint
creation that is condemned,
as opposed,
even if you
along
might
with
be
the
telling
King
the truth.
James and RSV and various other versions,
Somehow
and
out of the blue
found
here, be
that there
telling
was
the truth, but
sometimes a
appeal
bit
to
of a
Milcom or
conflict any of these
perhaps
in the
false gods or
translation
demons.
of the Hebrew, but
as
mostly
well as
in
swearing
in the
falsely,
Greek.
even
And
if not in his name.
when I was discussing it with
Here now we're
gentleman
getting
in the
into the
late
nuts
1980s,
of the
he
nuts and
mentioned,
bolts of the Matthew 5.
you should read Hebrew Matthew, written by
Jeremiah 4, 1 to 2.
Shemtov.
Return to me, Israel, declares Jehovah.
It's not a bad
You should return to me, and
version,
and
or not
if
a bad
you put away your detested things from my
portion of
presence,
the New Testament, written
will
by
not
a
waver,
Jew from the Middle
and
Ages.
you will swear as
who, of
Jehovah
course, was
lives.
writing it.
See, here it is again.
provide,
And this is the feature
The
of
ability of his brethren
potentially
to be able to withstand some
for,
of the
for a
challenges
a
from
mechanism
the
to
Trinitarian
use
communities that they
if you're called to
generally
account.
found themselves
I
in.
believe you may.
So,
Because
you know,
the
at
only
the
other
time I
thing
was
you can
interested
do
in the
is
baptismal
affirm before
formula and
this God
various
that's
other
quoted
additions
by who's ever standing in
to-
front
to
of you,
the New Testament,
forcing you to make this
things
a
like
declaration.
you know, the quotes regarding
I'm trying to
profitable
make here.
servants
It's
that,
coming through all right.
didn't
We are to
invest
swear as Jehovah lives,
the funds
meaning
that were given
as
to them
is the ever
wisely.
living, eternal
And of course, here
God.
in the New Testament,
ever
in the
living,
King James,
not
you
just a
have
God that happens to be
says
alive.
that
All these demons are
he
presently
was
alive.
distressed because the fellow didn't
Satan
return
has
his
been
money
put
with
under
interest.
judgment, but he still has
And of course,
an existence.
that then
And he'll be put down to the ground
causes
as a
the
human being.
Old
and die.
Testament to be put over as if Messiah
Jeremiah 22:5.
would
If you
have
will
or
not
could
obey
have
these
done
words,
that,
I
which
swear
is
to
a lie,
myself.
false.
I swear by myself,
Because
declares
the word,
Jehovah,
the Greek
that
word,
this
for
house
him,
will
that's
become
being
a
translated into,
desolation.
is talking about with profit,
Leviticus
meaning
19:12.
why didn't you invest the
quoted that?
funds I
You shall
gave you
not
and
swear
get me a
falsely
dividend,
by my name, so
a
as to profane
return
the
on the
name of your
investment.
God. I am Jehovah.
Not that you're
That's the
provided
quote
interest, which is
It's
usually
referenced in the first part of the
Psalm
Hebrew
15, if you're
Matthew.
amongst those,
That's the first part of
receiving
it right there.
usury,
Jeremiah
you'll find
5:2,
yourselves in
as they
serious difficulty.
say, as Jehovah
So
lives,
that was the
surely
type of
they
thing
swear
I
falsely.
was studying, and same
That's
with
what he's saying.
the words
You
divorce
may not swear
and
falsely.
putting away, which are two different, totally
Jeremiah
different
7,
words
9,
in
and 10, will
Hebrew.
you steal, murder,
the
commit
sort of statement
adultery,
is you can't
swear
divorce
falsely,
your
offer
wife. She
sacrifices to
can't
Baal,
divorce you except for
walk after other
adultery.
gods you have not known,
But
then
it
come
doesn't
and
say
stand
that,
before
and
me
Messiah didn't
in
say that
this house,
either.
which is called by my name, and say,
often anciently,
we are delivered,
men would put away a wife
that you may do
and
all
not
these
divorce her.
abominations. You can't worship two gods or serve
so
two
that
gods
he could retain
and
the
appeal
income
to
he was getting
these other
from her
false
dowry.
gods to get your way or get
And
something. Run your
it's,
life correctly.
But
Be
the
dependable,
words put
be
away and
trustworthy,
divorce,
be
there was a
accountable.
problem with that in my
Your life
mind.
will
and
improve
I-
if it's
I
a
became
mess.
a bit familiar with
Now,
Hebraisms,
a lot of
or
our
Hebrew
lives
word
have come out of a sin from our whole
and
history.
this
And there's certain things that
had
we
a
may
big
be caught
impact
with,
on me
certain
back then
illnesses or
over
diseases
reviewing Hebrew
other
Matthew
difficulties, and all we can
and
do
the
is do the best we
translations
can
of Greek into
and work
English.
our way out of them.
So I just want to
correctly.
touch on a few of these.
Be cautious about making
these
points
using
before
your
we
words
continue
to
make a
into
statement
the actual
and
paper,
appeal
just so you're
to-
clear on
to another
where
God
I'm
or
coming
another
with this,
power.
because
many
because
years
you're
ago,
serving
I've
them
been
asked
to the one
to
true God.
sign affidavits,
Heard
and
a couple of
quite
times
a good
I've been
asked to, to
Let's
attest
head a
on
court
that,
case
and
and
unleavened bread, and
there.
they
I
asked,
said,
well,
Tabernacles.
you'll have to
We'll see where all
swear
that
to
is
tell
going.
the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the
Malachi
truth.
3:5. Then I will
And so
draw
help me
near
God,
to you
and put your
for
hand on
judgment.
a Bible or
There will be a swift
any
witness
other
against the
book
sorcerers and
that
against
you
adulterers
give
and against
credence
those who
to.
swear
So it could have
falsely.
been
Again,
Bible of
those who
Satan,
oppress the
could have
wage
been the
earner in
Talmud,
their
could have been
wages,
any book
the
I
widow,
chose,
the orphan,
as
those
something
who
to
turn
give
aside
that
from the
statement
alien
force.
and who do not fear me.
And I
says
said, well, I
Jehovah.
don't think I can make a statement
be
like that. And he
careful.
said, oh, well, all you have to do is affirm it.
Bring a swift witness upon
Oh,
you
so
before you
I
get
just
a chance
affirm
to
that
fix in
I'm-
there. And
My statements
if
are
you owe some
truthful.
money, then pay it. If you
And
owe,
that's the way it
find
proceeded.
a release
and
on
a bit
it.
later, I said, well,
be careful how you're
another
treating
lawyer
widows and orphans.
was wanting me to do that. I said,
So,
well,
a lot of
I
these
said,
things
no. He said, do you swear this, that, and the other?
we generally
I
take
said,
quite
no.
seriously
And he sort of
when we're
was a bit
discussing or
taken
thinking
aback.
about them, and then as we're
and,
going about our
looked
life
at
during
me.
the week, we sometimes
And
let them fall
I
to
said,
the
I
side
swear
and
to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing
found
but the
guilty of
truth, so
doing some
help
of
me,
these things.
Jehovah,
That's all of
by
us.
the authority of Jesus
So
Christ.
it's swearing falsely that is condemned.
I said,
not swearing.
by the authority of Yahshua Messiah.
You can see that just by
He said,
these
well,
few scriptures.
nobody's going to know
Does
who that
this
is. And
one.
I said, okay, by the authority of Jesus
Please
Christ.
swear to me
But
by
so help
Jehovah,
me,
since I
tell
have
the
dealt
truth
kindly
and I
with
get my
you, that
facts
you also
correct
will
in my
deal
mind.
kindly with my father's
God
household
Almighty,
and
named
give me a
Yehovah.
pledge of truth.
In those days, I pronounced
So
it
individuals asking
Jehovah.
for an oath or a pledge.
But anyway, that's a bit of
First
some of the
Samuel
background as to
24:21.
where this
Now swear to
document
me
came
that by
from, because
Jehovah
it
you
was
will not cut off my descendants
certainly
after
clear in my
you.
mind that
You
Jesus
will
Christ
not
did not
destroy
tell people,
my
swear
name
not,
and my
don't
father's
swear at
household.
all.
So you can
Any
see
more than he
repeatedly
said,
people are telling someone that they
you're
want
forbidden to get divorced,
something
except for adultery,
from
etc.
to provide
Divorce and remarriage, this whole issue has
a
caused
sworn statement
very serious problem
by
for brethren
Jehovah,
over the
as Jehovah lives,
30,
by
40
Jehovah,
years,
that you will not cut off my
people
descendants.
associated with Worldwide and other,
In
other
19:7,
associations. So
therefore rise, go out and speak kindly to your servants. I swear by
I believe
Jehovah,
that
if you
you know,
don't
if
go out,
churches are
surely
gonna
not a man
take
will
a-
pass the night with you,
a
and this will
doctrinal
be
position,
worse
they
for you
ought
than
to
all the
read
evil
the
that's come upon
whole
you from
book
your youth until
and
now.
make sure they know what they're talking about.
So we are
before
to
they
swear
just
by
make
the
a
name
statement like
Jehovah,
that.
invoke him
Now,
as our
it's
witness, and
regrettable
speak
that
the
some of the
truth, or don't
translations
speak at all.
are intentionally
We often don't have
mistranslated.
to say anything.
You know, or the
Can't stop,
Trinitarian
you know,
formula for
have a
baptism
tendency to
is
come right
added
out
to
our
Scripture.
mouth.
It didn't exist there
Don't say
before
anything.
the 13
It won't
or
hurt you.
1480s, I believe.
Isaiah 48,
So,
1 to 2. Hear this,
we have
O
a
house
bit
of
of work
Jacob,
to
who are
do,
named
and we're
Israel,
all
who came
students,
forth
and
from the
we're all
loins of
meat
Judah,
eaters.
who swear by
So
the
I think
name of
you may
Jehovah.
find this interesting, but
So you
know,
see here
talking about
now,
these Hebrew
anciently,
isms.
This
Because
is
he
talking
sort of
about
charged
the loins of
a
Judah. They're
gentleman
talking
called
about
George Gordon. I think you
Judeans,
all have that book.
Jews of the
Had it
ancient
available
Judea,
a couple
ancient
of years
Jews,
ago at the feast, I
who,
believe,
who
and
swore
covered it
by the name Jehovah.
some detail,
so that
some
name
points of it.
was not hidden
But
and
what I
not
mean is
allowed to
when-
be
you know,
pronounced,
when you read a
or
scripture,
had to be pronounced as if
and
it was a
it's
totally
like,
different word, Adonai,
you know,
which is a fraudulent
an angel
misrepresentation
appeared to
of
him, Joseph, in a
Jehovah.
dream, said,
They
Joseph,
swore
son
by
of
the name.
David, do not
Invoke the God
take
of Israel,
Miriam,
but not
or
in
do
truth
not
nor in
fear,
righteousness,
be
for they
afraid
call
to take
themselves
Miriam,
after the holy city,
because
and
she
lean
is
on the
pregnant
God of
by the
Israel.
Holy
Jehovah
Spirit.
of hosts is
She
his
will
name.
bear a son,
Jehovah
and you shall
Sabaoth.
call his name Jesus,
We are
because he will save
to
my
let our
people from
yes
his
and
sins.
no stand without resorting to spirit support,
Now,
because we are
in Hebrew
trustworthy
Matthew,
individuals.
if
When
you
necessary, we may
could read
swear
Hebrew,
and
it
invoke
would come
Jehovah
out
as
with
our
a very
witness,
different
and therefore
flavor
our
to it.
judge,
You will
and
call his
speak
name
the truth
Yeshua,
before
and
witnesses.
you'll
It
say,
is likely best to say
from their
nothing, though
sins.
you may be found guilty.
So you
with
have
false
these word
witnesses
puns
against you.
or Hebraisms.
So whatever your
running
circumstances
in the
are, because
Hebrew
scriptures,
scriptures
as you all are
and
aware,
running in Hebrew Matthew,
we're trying to make plain
that make it
the
clear that this
principles
document was
involved
not just
in
a
the
copy
doctrines
of
in
the Greek
Scripture, so that
or
you
even
can
Aramaic.
apply
It was
all of
written
them in
in
your personal
Hebrew.
life every day.
So
it has
I'll
no
just
difference
touch on
between
a few points with
3,000
this,
years
and we can
ago
get
and today.
going. So
You can apply this understanding in your life and
This,
your circumstances of today.
Howard
Now,
did a
we
very
might
good
lie to
job
save
with his
ourselves or
comments
others, and lies
how he
before
came
criminals,
to
if
the
you're
reasonings
accosted
he did
on the road or downtown
with the Hebrew Matthew
somewhere or
and
things like that.
Why
You might have a tendency to lie under
Shem
that circumstances,
is
but you cannot do
because
for
it's basically a
so
death
in a
sentence. You
formal
see, to be
setting.
reading in Middle Ages for
And
Jews to
swearing
reading the
falsely
New
is what
Testament
is
was
condemned
condemned
by
by
the
the Messiah. So this
Not
is no
not
small
swearing.
thing.
Worse,
So if
he
I
actually included the
forced
name,
to
or felt a need
the
to, because I was
Tetragrammaton,
faced with
the name
false
Yod
witnesses
He
and
Vav
lying
He
testimony
or
that I
Jehovah
was having
or
to deal with
Yehovah in a court or in a
in
formal
the
setting.
document.
It's
Use
in the document.
Something
So
along
they
these
didn't
lines.
want to
I
burn the
swear to tell
document
the truth,
because
the whole
they
truth, nothing
wanted the
but the
name
truth.